financial problems, elder law, criminal law, tax problems, business matters, divorce, personal injury, bankruptcy, your life, your reality. Life is complicated. There is the law and there is reality. Welcome to Law and Reality, sponsored by THAV GROSS. Now here's your host, Ken Gross.
Welcome to this segment of Law and Reality. Today's topic is estate planning and elder law in 2026, and I'm going to violate my first New Year's resolution of the year and say, good morning, Brian Small, because I had made a resolution that I was going to skip you on opening.
That's the nature of resolutions.
But I just saw how.
I mean,
I
it's
just saw how.
February, so like
The
nobody
other
keeps
week
their
I did it, and I
resolutions
just
into
saw how
February.
sad and forlorn you looked, and I took pity on you, and I decided this is a resolution that was not made.
I
in
don't
good
think
faith.
I was sad and forlorn. I think I was still sleeping. But
Do you have a good morning?
You're in denial.
Because I can still bring back the
I'm not in
resolution.
denial.
I can bring back.
That's in Egypt.
Good morning, Brian Small.
Good morning, Ken.
Jeffrey Kirshner.
No.
Jeffrey.
Good morning, Ken.
Kelsey Samasco. I'm only thinking about you.
Good morning. I'm only thinking about you two guys.
You don't even look like Jeffrey Kirshner.
I don't.
No.
It's not me.
Okay, so let's talk about estate planning and elder law in 2026. First question to all of you. Who needs an estate plan?
Every
Everyone.
single person out there.
Why do I need it? It only covers me when I die, and when I die, I don't really care.
Because what are you going to do when you leave here today? You're going to.
I'm going to go home.
But how are you going to get there?
I'm going to drive.
Do you trust every single driver on the road?
I trust
Not-
no drivers on
No.
the road.
Thank you. Right? I was driving here on 696 this morning. I saw no one paying attention. Right? I trust myself. I know I'm not going to do anything dumb to get me in trouble. But if one of those knuckleheads hit me and now I'm in a bad
Do you guys
spot.
like that? There's that. I don't know who the commercial is. That's the essence of not necessarily a good commercial. But they show these gravestones, and they have Mary, loved to text, and Jim couldn't find time to avoid texting, or whatever the slogans are. I'm not sure who that commercial is for, but it
Distracted
drives.
driving stuff?
Yeah, it's driving
Yeah.
home the point, not of
Yeah, no, people are-
against distracted driving.
You can't
All right.
control the other.
Who needs an estate
Who
plan?
did-
Is
Everybody.
Everybody, and for different reasons.
Well, does my grandson need an estate plan? He's 12 years old.
No. Your grandson doesn't need an estate plan
My
yet.
But
granddaughters
he
that
needs
are
you.
under 5.
But he needs his parents to have one. And she
He
doesn't need his
does.
parents to
That's
have one.
right. Because
He needs his
if
grandparents
his
to have him, too.
parents have money and they get hit by the proverbial bus,
So even if they don't have money.
and no, let's start with money because people think about estates as having money. When you pass and you don't have an estate plan, you don't get to control when your children get the money. So they get it and they receive it at age 18. And I don't care what 18-year-old it is, it's going to be gone by 18 and a half.
Wait, would your 18-year-olds have been that frivolous?
Every 18-year-old would be that
Because
frivolous.
you were doing foundational DNA and brainwashing them from the time they were in the crib.
I would like
about
to think
saving
not.
and no
However,
credit card debt.
Well, how about
I
this
don't
one?
consider that they were responsible adults at the
At
age of
18.
18.
I have
Or
also
financially responsible adults.
I have
Right.
also been brainwashed my whole life, right? I had a friend in college, our junior year, she got her inheritance from her grandma.
Senior year is gone.
Me and her friends helped her spend it by the end of fall semester.
You're a good friend.
I'm a great friend.
And she
right?
was a great friend.
Oh, we called her credit card Darling. Darling had this one, right? But now she's in a spot where, as an adult, she's like, I would love to put that on my mortgage,
Yeah.
right? I would love to use that to pay
Right.
down
I
some
would
of my
love
student
to have
loans.
had responsibility forced upon me,
Mm-hmm.
is
It's
what
like-
it comes down. And you can do
Right.
that with an estate plan
Yep.
by directing your assets, whatever limited or maximum assets, into a trust to allow for the discretion of dispersing them at certain ages and times for certain reasons.
For their education and for their support, but not to just go and take
You know,
your friends and go on a vacation.
I call it the Corvette syndrome. If you give your kid
You gotta
$100,000,
update your syndrome.
all right, $200,000, at age
Nobody
18,
wants Corvettes
they're
anymore.
buying a Corvette, or they're
I
buying.
think they still do.
They do buy
Very few
Corvettes.
people buy Corvettes.
I call
now.
it the matching back tattoo provision, right? You're 18, you met a girl, and oh, you're in love. You're in love, you're gonna be together forever. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go get giant matching back tattoos, and what money are you gonna use to do it? Your inheritance.
Wait, are they that expensive?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
And they
Tattoos are-
can't be sold.
Like, how
Yeah.
much is a tattoo like for?
I mean, the one I'm talking about, that's a $10,000 tattoo.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But
Because think of it too,
I
right?
guess-
You got all this money
I-
for grandma. You're not going to
You're
cheap
not-
out on your tattoo
It's not a little
artist.
thing. It's like your whole back. It's the
I
whole
just,
piece
in
of
my
art.
mind, that well, a cheap
Here.
tattoo might be $50, and
Yeah.
No,
and
I'm
when they
saying
get it, when they get their whole body done,
I don't
they're
think a
spending,
tattoo's
they're
been
spending
$50 for like
$800.
50
I'm
years.
saying
yeah.
a caricature. Two big faces with the name above it on the shoulders in Old English.
What's it cost to remove or get it rid of it?
A lot more.
Right, a lot
and a
more
lot
than
of
the tattoo.
discomfort.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a great
Well,
idea. I
but
love
the,
that
the
story.
other issue, the thing that you said at the beginning,
Minors, yeah.
is why do I care? Because I only need it if I'm going to die. That's not true, because there are the other documents that we talk about, the powers of attorney and the medical documents, deal with things while you're living, and it helps you not only if you're disabled, but or just unavailable, and it helps you like when your children turn into the age of 18 zone where they're legal adults and you've been helping them manage their stuff, and now you can't legally. Brian has an example about the $10,000 error on a college tuition bill, that without the power of attorney he wouldn't have been able to help his child fix.
And I used to, when my father was older, I would take care of his finances, and I would also have to
But
call and send the power of attorney to Comcast to tell him to credit his bill, because they kept charging him for Cinemax, which he didn't even know what it was.
I think, though, that we got to start with the fundamentals, right? We started to talk about an estate plan. Let's just talk about the will first, right?
Well, I kind of wanted to say, when do you need an estate plan?
So if you have children, you need a will. Okay? Forget
Why?
because the will establishes guardianship of your children. God forbid you should die while they're still minors.
Well, wouldn't my wife take care of them?
What if you both die in the same accident?
That would be a big problem.
But it's common. It does
How
happen.
common is it?
Common enough that you need to have guardianship established in a will, because you don't get to a whole lot of say otherwise about where your
I mean,
children go.
It's not like it happens 20% of all families, but it happens
No,
enough that you need
happens
to address
enough.
it. Let's take a break.
Is the debt piling up? Struggling to get by?
It's all about preserving future income. Bankruptcy is one option. When it's right, it's the least costly, most effective way to save your home, eliminate a second mortgage, and wipe out credit card debt. But you need to address the problem now.
We help people with bankruptcy. Call the experts.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP. You can't work. You have to deal with pain and stress. Worse yet, our system for applying for disability benefits seeks to deny you the benefits you're entitled. Jeff Kirschner is an expert in obtaining disability and workers' compensation benefits for his clients. You need to call Jeff before you apply or after you're denied to get the benefits you deserve. 888-235-HELP. 888-235-HELP. Tax problems are major problems. Don't let the IRS levy your wages and seize your assets. There is a solution.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
If you're behind on your taxes and owe money to the IRS, call THAV GROSS.
We've been solving tax problems for 32 years. We stop wage levies, resolve unfiled returns, and obtain the best possible settlements.
Call THAV GROSS today, 888-235-HELP. If you're retired and in a financial crisis, there is a way out.
It pains me when I see a retired couple exhaust their savings by paying credit card bills and for a home hopelessly underwater.
THAV GROSS specializes in helping retired people in financial crisis.
You just can't keep paying until you're broke. You need to address the problem now.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
Okay, Lisa, we have one last question for you. How old should your grandkids be before they can take the money and spend it on their own?
Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, and I'm getting mine next week.
35.
You've worked hard your whole life to create a lasting legacy for your heirs. Let Samasco Law help you make the right decisions to protect the ones you love. Samasco Law, protecting what means most, because that's what we do.
Carrying too much debt? Resolve your debt. Call THAV GROSS.
You don't need to be broke, and you don't need to hit rock bottom. If you have income and you're struggling with debt, dump it. Think about the next 10 or 20 years. If you do what the banks tell you, you'll have nothing to retire with. There is a solution.
Don't waste your future. Call THAV GROSS. We're experts at eliminating credit card debt. 888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
All right, so you wanted to go through the elements. So
Right. So there's four major documents associated with an estate plan: a will, a trust, a medical power of attorney, and a durable power of attorney. 2 are for the living, 2 are for the dead. The will is for the dead. Okay? Everybody knows what a will is. It says, "Hi, I've got stuff. I want it to go someplace when I die. Here's how you direct it." We do something called a pour over will, which is a document that says, "Hi, I've got stuff. I want everything I own to go to my trust." And then it puts it into the trust.
So it pours over into the trust.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's only
Like a hose.
it's kind of sort
Like
of
a bucket.
But it's a useless document if you fund your trust properly, because if everything's in your trust,
don't
when
have
you
to worry
die,
about the
you don't
will.
have to worry about a will, because a will requires probate.
What's so bad about that?
So the worst
Costly.
thing about probate is probate doesn't do anything for free, right? And so any assets you have going through probate, you have to pay what's called an inventory fee. Where probate basically says, you're welcome for, managing all of this for you, and in return, you're going to pay us a percent of that
And you have to typically hire an attorney.
every time.
And attorneys typically don't work for free.
Never.
And it takes an
Time.
incredibly long time to go through probate.
And you have to give notice,
You have to give
to
notice.
all of your relatives of the deceased, whether they're really part of the will or not, right?
And
Which
probate-
The
causes-
early stages, and then people can object, and it just creates all sorts of speed bumps and potential conflict.
And probate is the number one venue, too, that your creditors are able to come back after you. So if you passed away with debt and now you have money going through probate, they're going
They
to get a
can
crack
find
of
it.
that.
Right.
So
So the trust gets rid of this problem?
the trust gets rid of most of that problem. Yes, the trust doesn't. It isn't magic. It isn't super quick, but it's a whole lot quicker than dealing with the probate judge, and it's private.
Right.
And there's no judge. There's no inventory fees. It's just simply you have created a trust. The trust is a document, again, that says, "Hi, I've got stuff. I
So-
want it to go someplace
So
when
in
I
your
die."
example earlier, before the break, where couple had if they put their assets in the trust and then they pass away at a young age and they have 2 children, Bill and Betty, and they're 18 and 20, that would then be in the trust, and there would be a trustee who then kind of doles that money out
There
to them until they get
can
older.
be. I mean, you can say in a trust, "Hi, upon my death, I want money to go immediately. I don't care about the ramifications."
Whatever, how-
Or I have money and I want my kids to be able to use that. That money should be used for them for college and health.
and then say distributed
And then
a
distribute
third,
it
The bottom
30.
line is that you can dictate
Control.
and direct how you want it to be managed.
you get to control how the money
All right,
gets
so you do
distributed
that-
from the grave.
You do that with your trust. Cool. So what are these other 2 documents? It's like this durable power
So
of
you-
attorney and this help. The durable power is what you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, so a durable power of attorney is you're basically appointing an agent that's able to do in life financially everything that you can do in the event that you can't. There are a couple ways that the power gets triggered, but basically you can either have somebody do it for you if you don't want to or you're busy, or if you're unable to do it, then that person can take care of those things. What makes it durable is that if you lose your ability to make decisions, you lose capacity or unconscious or whatever, then that document still survives and allows that person to manage things
It's
for you.
durable while you're incapacitated, but
It doesn't survive your life.
it
If
dies
you
when
die,
you
it
die.
dies with you.
Okay. And the healthcare power?
The healthcare power is the document that allows someone to make medical decisions on your behalf in the event that you can't make them for yourself.
So if I wanted to make my argument earlier that says, who cares when I'm dead, I could also say, who cares when I'm totally incapacitated and basically brain dead, but I'm still alive?
Oh, no.
This is it though. You might not care, but guess what? If I was your child, right, as someone with parents who I love more than anything in this world, I really care, right? If my dad's laying in that hospital bed and he can't make his own decisions, I, his family member, want to be able to step in and say, this is what needs to be done.
So the point is that it's not just about me or just about you. It's not about the need
No, it's
for an
about me,
estate plan.
Ken.
The need for estate plan isn't only about the decedent or the one who's going to eventually die. It's about his family members as well.
But there's more to
That's a
it
good point.
than even that. When you are in a situation, you said brain dead in a hospital bed, okay? All right. So there was a case that created all of
Mary
this mess.
Shivo.
Terry Shivo.
Terry Shivo.
So this woman was in a persistent vegetative state for over 10 years because her estranged husband said pull the plug and her mother said keep it nailed into the wall. And nobody had a decision-making authority. So there were lawsuits going back and forth and back and forth. It went up to the Supreme Court. And in the meantime, this woman lingered in a bed for 10 years. And no one knew what she wanted.
What was the final outcome?
She died.
Do you think that if that case went up to the Supreme Court today, the decision would be made a lot quicker?
I don't want to say what I was going to say, so I'm going to say out of this one.
I would say we'd get a decision back in about 4 hours that said pull the plug.
It's possible.
Because I just have this vision in my own personal view that the level of compassion at the Supreme Court is different today than it used to be.
Yeah,
But it's just my thought.
But that being said, think about the fact that
That's probably the right decision.
it is. But at the end of the day, right
Personal
now,
choice.
you've got this medical power of attorney that allows you
So that takes care of it?
to make medical decisions for your loved one.
So how do you pick
But
those
here's
people?
the more important part about having that you're in the hospital room and your brother's in the hospital room and mom's in the bed and the
Who
doctor
decides?
comes in and says, I think we should do this, and your brother goes, I agree, and you go, I disagree. And if you don't have the medical power of attorney, you're going back to probate court to decide who has the authority to make the decision.
The last thing you want to do. Let's take a break.
If you're retired and in a financial crisis, there is a way out.
It pains me when I see a retired couple exhaust their savings by paying credit card bills and for a home hopelessly underwater.
THAV GROSS specializes in helping retired people in financial crisis.
You just can't keep paying until you're broke. You need to address the problem now.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
For almost 60 years, Samasco Law has been the trusted source for helping families navigate the uncertain world of estate planning and elder law. And now, our firm is growing even stronger with the addition of attorneys Joe Frazard and Kelsey Samasco. 2 more lawyers to make sure your family is protected now and into the future. Call Samasco Law today for a free consultation. Our hardworking team is standing by to provide you peace of mind. Samasco Law. Protect what matters.
Is the debt piling up? Struggling to get by?
It's all about preserving future income. Bankruptcy is one option. When it's right, it's the least costly, most effective way to save your home, eliminate a second mortgage, and wipe out credit card debt. But you need to address the problem now.
We help people with bankruptcy. Call the experts.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
Time for announcements. I want to announce we've opened, THAV GROSS has opened a new office downriver in the Horizon building on Eureka Road. So now we're in Flint, downriver, and also our home office in Bingham Farms. Remember, you can always come in for a free consultation. You can do it by Zoom conference, in the office, any way that works best for you. Just call 888-235-HELP or go to the website, thavgross.com, to sign up. Debt issues, tax issues, estate planning issues, business law issues, elder law issues with Pat or Kelsey, disability issues with Jeff Kirshner. Again, sign up at lawandreality.com or thavgross.com or just call 888-235-HELP. Also, if you go to the website, you'll see there's free reports. Resolving Tax Problems, The Real Solutions by Jeff Linden and myself. Bankruptcy, Is It Right for Me by Brian Small. How to Save Your Home from Foreclosure. Business Formations, Loans and Grants for Small Businesses in Detroit and Michigan. And The Retiree's Guide to Social Security by Pat Simasko. I want to thank our sponsors, THAV Gross, Simasko Law, Kirshner Law. Now back to the show.
Carrying too much debt? Resolve your debt. Call THAV GROSS.
You don't need to be broke, and you don't need to hit rock bottom. If you have income and you're struggling with debt, dump it. Think about the next 10 or 20 years. If you do what the banks tell you, you'll have nothing to retire with. There is a solution.
Don't waste your future. Call THAV GROSS. We're experts at eliminating credit card debt. 888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP. You can't work. You have to deal with pain and stress. Worse yet, our system for applying for disability benefits seeks to deny you the benefits you're entitled. Jeff Kirshner is an expert in obtaining disability and workers' compensation benefits for his clients. You need to call Jeff before you apply or after you're denied to get the benefits you deserve. 888-235-HELP. 888-235-HELP. Tax problems are major problems. Don't let the IRS levy your wages and seize your assets. There is a solution.
We're THAV Gross. Our firm will solve your problem.
If you're behind on your taxes and owe money to the IRS, call THAV GROSS.
We've been solving tax problems for 32 years. We stop wage levies, resolve unfiled returns, and obtain the best possible settlements.
Call THAV GROSS today, 888-235-HELP.
All right, we're back. So we've talked about estate plans.
And you know what? I'm sorry. This stuff is way sexier than debt resolution, right? It's more fun. It's more exciting to talk about. How do you guys do debt resolution all day, every day?
Well,
devastating.
I'm kind of speechless, but I can say that. I mean, I want to get into elder law, but I do want to say something, and Brian can. Well, okay. It is very satisfying if you have a credit card with an $80,000 balance and you make a phone call and you have this little argument and tussle back and forth with a collection agent or with an attorney and you settle it at a 60% discount or a 70% discount, and you call up your client and say,
you wipe it out in a bankruptcy and you just go, hey, bite me.
Okay, that's pretty hot.
But anyway, we've talked about estate planning, but I also want to talk about elder law. How does elder law fit into estate planning?
Before we don't get into elder law, one of the most important aspects of elder law that Kelsey's going to talk about is how do you get there, right? And one of the most important things to allow for estate planning and elder law planning is what it says in that durable power of attorney. You've got to have the right language in that power of attorney to allow for Medicaid planning and elder law planning. Because if you don't, you're off to probate court again.
And you don't have time.
How about this? You name one person in your documents, but you don't name a successor, right? I want my daughter to make all my decisions. What if my daughter passes away before I do? What if my daughter decides to step down? Then, even though I did the document,
no backup plan.
No backup, so I'm going to probate.
So what is elder law?
So elder law takes a look at everything holistically, right? If you just go to an estate planning attorney, they're just going to look at, what's going to happen if you pass away, what's going to happen if you get sick, but they're not really going to look at any of the ramifications past that. Elder law, we're looking at, well, if you get sick, what if you go into a nursing home, right? If you go into a nursing home today, as of, January 9th, 2026, it's an average of $15,500 per month in a nursing home. For everyone in this.
That's up quite a bit over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and do you think it's going to keep going up, or do you think they're going to knock prices down?
I think it's going to keep going up.
Exactly.
So $15,000 a month is $180,000 a year.
And that's just for
So
one
if you've got
person.
$1 million in savings.
It's 5
Gone
years.
in 5 years.
And think about it too.
Not to mention your other expenses.
Exactly. It's gone in 5 years because we're worried about just paying the nursing home. But no one's thinking about the at-home spouse who still has to, pay the mortgage if there's a mortgage. Still have to pay utilities. They still have to buy food. It costs about the same to live as a married couple as it does for a single person.
So what does elder law planning accomplish?
So
How
it-
does it changes the situation where you can get the care but you don't have to pay the $15,000 a month?
It allows us to start looking at your assets and looking at your documents, thinking, all right, and if I get a call tomorrow that it all hit the fan and they're in the nursing home, how am I going to get them on Medicaid? So that Medicaid is paying that bill
So
instead
is the
of
goal
private
to
pay.
get Medicaid to pay the $15,000 a month as opposed to taking it out of your savings account?
Exactly. And part of the reason is this. $15,000 a month is our private pay rate. They don't charge Medicaid that. There are two different rates depending on who's paying the bill. And so why should I, the person who did everything right, saved my money,
Pay $15,000 a
pay
month.
$15,000 a month when maybe Medicaid's only getting charged 8 to 10?
But is it the same bed?
Same bed.
Same hospital?
Same bed,
Same nursing
same
home?
hospital, same nursing home, same jello, same
Same food,
caretakers.
same menu?
Same everything.
Do you get
Not
TV?
Qdoba.
Do you get the TV remote control if you're in a Medicaid?
But why do I
Absolutely.
need to worry about it? I'm not going to the nursing home.
Well, I'm not either. But my husband might be.
No, he's
Right?
not.
Right? What if your spouse goes into the nursing
No,
home?
not going to happen.
Right? No, you're
Ask
gonna,
her.
No, never. So I had a case, it was very interesting, where mom was getting Alzheimer's, mom had sundowners really bad. And every night, mom was trying to wander out of the house. During the day, she was great, but at night, she kept trying to leave. We live in Michigan, right? What's going to happen if mom wanders out in the middle of the night in February? She's going to freeze.
Not a good thing.
And so their response was, well, we'll get a home alarm system, right? And we'll have it armed all the time, and if she leaves, the alarm will go off, and we'll know. The alarm going off would set her off so bad that then she would start becoming violent because she was scared, right? You never know what's going to happen. And it's my goal that if anything happens to you guys, I'm going to keep you in my house, and I'm going to take care of you until you pass. But what if you need so much medical care that I just can't
doesn't
provide
work.
it?
Right.
Right? My house has a couple steps getting into it. And I know, when my dad got really hurt, my mom was in the position of, I can't get this wheelchair into the house. What am I going to do?
So it's an essential situation, and when is it ripe to do it? Because we never know when we're going to need to go in a nursing home.
Step one to every good nursing home plan is an estate plan.
With the right durable power of
With
attorney.
the right durable power of attorney, medical documents, everything. Because with those documents, if you're too sick or hurt to engage in any kind of asset protection, your spouse, your kids have the ability to say, I'm taking over now.
So let me see if I can wrap it up. You need the right estate plan with the durable power of attorney that creates the powers to do the elder law planning, and then when the situation arises, you need to call Kelsey and Pat and Jim and make those decisions the right way.
You just need the right team.
Have a great week. We'll be back next week with Law and Reality.